Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I've got a couple of hours set aside, a couple of pinnacles to run. I think we'll start with Prestige. We've got 36 pinnacles per character, 3 characters to run, so we've got a lot of pinnacles to run. But I've got the time to do them. Let's launch it. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. What we got? Well, I'm trying to think now. What have we got here? Well, we got Pit of Heresy this week, guaranteed armor piece. Ooh, we'll do that one after this if we get bumped on this pinnacle. So it's alright. We've got a backup pinnacle. What else we got? Spider the Watchers up. That's it. New dungeon to learn as well. Got a lot of pinnacle drops to go, but we haven't. We've got the time to run it. Let's utilize our time. Let's go for it. I am ready to run some pinnacles. Batman, I don't want it. I just want to level up. So while the game suffers with instability, server issues, and we keep getting bat error codes because we're all trying to play Batman Arkham Asylum and we can't launch any Destiny 2 activities, I figure this is a good time to talk about the massive, major gripe that I personally have with Destiny 2. This is the number one fault with the game. The fault is the leveling system in Destiny 2. Whether you agree or disagree with this video does not matter to me. Most of it's factual. The opinion portion of the video, you can disagree with it or agree with it because guess what? We all have free speech. The countries spend billions and millions in order for you to have free speech. So you may as well use it. I'm using it now. We all have the right to do that. I'm actually using it right now. But I'm also saying to you, this is no good anymore. So the Destiny 2 power level system, there are 2 primary level systems in the game that was ever made, right? There's been a lot of minor changes with power over the years, but there are 2 systems. This is the basic form. So the first power level system was created in 2017 with the launch of Destiny 2. That original power level system lasted from 2017 to 2019. Get your numbers right, get your years right, because this is factual stuff. That lasted for 2 years, the original vanilla level system. It then changed with Shadowkeep to the leveling system that we are now using. That changed in 2019 with the expansion Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep. I'll say it slower so you can get it. Shadowkeep. New leveling system. That leveling system is the same leveling system that we are using today. That leveling system is 5-year-old. That is a longest time span than the original Destiny 1 life cycle, which was from 2014 to 2017. Let that settle in. So the leveling system that we've all been doing since 2019 is 5-year-old. Do you realize how old this is? That's just wrong. That's unforgivable, that is that. Especially if people have been playing since then. You've had to put up with the bullshit Pinnacle system, the bullshit drops, the RNG lottery machine, the gambling machine of drops just to level up in a damn game, right? Wasting hours and hours of time just to get a drop and then not get the drop, be pissed off and wait for the next week. Honest. You need the patience of a saint to play this system. And I'm going to explain to you why it is a bad system. And it doesn't need to be like this. It doesn't need to be like this because there's a solution in the game now. And they didn't capitalize on it. And it's so annoying. So, a brief description of how power works. It says this. Your character's power score is the average of their equipped gear. Improving your power score can improve your damage and defense. The higher your power, the more damage you do. Ultimately, you want your power to reach an activity power cap, right, of whatever it might be. So, for example, as a PvE player, you want to be somewhere close for Grandmaster Nightfalls, which is launching week 3 of this episode. Week 3. No one's going to be 2030 power. Activity power cap 2030. Now, there is fire team power, but you're relying on some dude that's grinding his ass off for 3 weeks. I don't like that. I don't like, as a player, having to rely on a guy called Joe who's leveled loads and his eyes are red and he's tired and stuff. Because, yeah, he might be high in power, but he's tired because he's grinding for 3 weeks. So he's no good to you. Whereas I'm fully rested, but I'm not high enough to even launch the damn Grandmaster Nightfall. See what I'm on about? So, and not only that, if you want to solo them, which people do want to, because they've got pride and stuff, like Vegeta pride, they've got Vegeta pride and they want to solo them like me, and I can't, not high enough, and it's annoying, and I've got to grind XP, and I don't want to grind XP because it's mind numbing after so many hours. So, that's why you want to grind power, for reasons such as that. The next spiel says, the power of new rewards is relative to the highest power character on your account. Without having to equip your highest power gear, fireteam power does not affect rewards. So it's saying that global gear score is account based, which is good. It was a good change when they made that. The next statement says bonus power grows as you gain XP and is applied to all guardians on your account. It resets with each new seasonal artifact. That last statement there, it resets with each new season artifact, is the number one reason why new players can't play this game. Because they keep resetting everything. They keep resetting activities yearly. You're losing activities. You're losing power. It's annoying for new players. That's why they can't get into it. They can never get in. That's one reason. This stuff, resetting all the time, is annoying to new players because they've got to relearn over and over and over. I know it's cool that we get mods that cook, and we've got some artifacts that cook, but it's good for veteran players this little bit, but for new players it's not good because they have to relearn everything and like, what do I run? What do I run? The people and then they need to go on YouTube, and maybe they're not a player that wants to go on YouTube. They just want to play the damn game, but they can't because they're not effective because they don't understand the game. They don't even understand how leveling works, never mind all that. So, there's two changes that happened with it. There's a couple of changes that happened since 2019, but the main change was that it's account wide. So, to check your global power, you need to go to an engram. So the easiest way of doing that in game that is, not on Dim, not on a third party website, on Dim, is to check your season pass. This will tell you your global power. But hang on a sec. It says I'm 2004 global power, but on here it says I'm 2003 gear score. What's going on with that? Well, the reason why is because it's global power based. So to give you an example of this, my Hunter max class item is 2002, but my Titan has a 2005 towel. So my Titan is carrying my Hunter because he's got a 2005 towel, which means my Hunter technically has a 2005 cape. But that's not entirely obvious when you look here, is it? Now everyone knows you just go to your season pass. Wait though, this is a user interface problem because how many screens does it take to check my global power in game? Bear in mind, you're going to say use a third party website. I'm going to say no because I've spent thousands of pounds on this game. I want the game to work as it should. Look at this. Let's count the screens. Count them up. Count them up. Get your fingers out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm 2004 gear. 4 screens that took. Why is it taking 4 screens to check global power on in-game stuff? What it should do is the tooltip should say global power in yellow writing, and it should tell you your account-based power on what it is, and it should say your global power, Chablo 91, is 2004. Would you like a Chardonnay with that? That's what it should say, but it doesn't. It's such a bad game design that they haven't done that because it's such an important thing to know when you're playing with the global power thing. So the XP portion of it also was scammed. I told you before final ship. The XP bonus was easier to get to the goal. What is the goal? The goal for XP is to get to a plus 20 bonus or plus 15 bonus and above, depending on who you are. That was the goal. Nowadays, to get to plus 15 takes so much XP. By the time you get to a plus 15 bonus, it's 4 mil per rank up. To give you a comparison, before final ship, you wouldn't even get to 2 million per rank up until plus 20 bonus, which was the goal anyways. You didn't need to go above plus 20. So do you see how this is a problem? And you do want to farm XP to an extent, because if you keep getting bumped on your pinnacles, XP will carry you a little bit to get to the activity power caps that I mentioned earlier. So you still want to do it, but it just takes that long to get your stuff. You have to grind the stuff. And you're going to mention to me, oh, well, the seasonal triumphs. They don't cook. They scam it. They don't cook with them. So these should be, they're not trebles. Right, so there's one treble so far. There's a double there. Right, there's a treble there. There's two trebles. By the way, the ones I handed in were not trebles. So far in 2 weeks, there's two trebles. When you get to week 6, week 7, they start giving you trebles because it's a catch-up mechanic. By that time, you're already high enough level for it to not matter to you anyways if you're taking the season seriously. So these seasonal challenges, whilst they give you a lot of XP, there's not enough of them. And they're not trebles. In my opinion, they should all be trebles. So look, this is plus. Okay, this is plus. Or plus plus. This one's plus plus. So there's not enough of them to matter, right? So that's an issue. The next issue is the fact that the Pinnacle drops are RNG based. So let's forget my Titan has a 2005 towel, right? The best possible drop for my hunter right now is a heavy weapon or a class item. Which Pinnacle drop, tell me, gives me a class item consistently? Which one? Is it Presage? No, it might be a gun. It might be a gun. Alright? Which one? Is it Gardener Salvation? No, it might be a weapon. Is it Onslaught? No, it's probably a weapon. Where gives me a class item? Tell me where I get a class item from in the game. Because that is the problem with Pinnacle leveling. Right? Because there's no assumptions. It's just an RNG lottery system where you go and gamble on horse racing. The Pinnacle leveling system is horse racing. You are gambling on something that you don't know about. You're just doing Pinnacles. You're just doing them, and I can guarantee you that you're going to get an energy weapon because the loot pool is saturated with energy weapons. Most of the drops are energy weapons. So how can you level if you keep most of the time getting a energy weapon? I can guarantee you, I have still not gotten a heavy weapon yet as a Pinnacle. This 2002 you see here was a base power drop. It was not a Pinnacle. So I've actually done all 3 characters, right? Week 1, didn't get one heavy weapon. Week 2, I haven't finished, still haven't had a heavy weapon. I've gotten a lot of kinetics and a lot of energies, no heavies. The Pinnacle system falls down based on its RNG loot-based mechanic. How they fix it is simple. It's in the game. We go to the tonic capsule, whatever the damn call it. There's enriching tonics. Now there's an enriching tonic called, there's a couple of them. So this one says tonic of energy weaponry. It says complete activities and defeat combatants for a chance to earn one of the following rewards. World energy weapons. Now imagine if this was tied to Pinnacles. Open your mind for a moment. Open it. Because just because what I'm saying isn't in the game doesn't mean that it can be. They could easily implement this. They could easily say completing a Pinnacle activity rewards a world energy weapon. Change the wording. Boom. I can pop a tonic and the Pinnacle will give me, the Pinnacle activity will give me the drop I need. I can therefore level up and not waste hours. Right? Because you can waste 3 to 4 hours of getting bumped. And I'm not over exaggerating. Last week on my Warlock, I got 5 back-to-back Pinnacles of only helmets and energy weapons. That's all I got on 5 Pinnacles. Do you realize how much time 5 Pinnacles can be? It can be a lot of time. I'll tell you why it's a lot of time. Because, for example, one of the Pinnacles is Onslaught. Onslaught, 50 rounds is an hour. You have 2 opportunities to either do Onslaught Salvation, you LFG it, you're going to be under-leveled, right? Or you do 5 waves of single Onslaught. It takes a long time. It's 12 minutes a run, 10 minutes a run, not including orbit time. That's an hour for one Pinnacle drop to bump you. That's not fun. You might get an energy weapon again. and the tonics don't impact what you get as on the Pinnacle. Again, I ask you, which activity gives me a classic item? Guaranteed. None of them. It's all horse racing leveling. I don't like it. And that's what I'm on about. And that's how they could change it. Give us an item, a permanent item in the inventory that's called Pinnacle Leveling System. You go triangle, boom, in, and you can pop with a material. Give us an end game pursuit material that you pop into a tonic, and you can pick which piece you need, whether it be energy, heavy, kinetic, armor. And this isn't a change to make things easy, it's a change to make things more accessible so that people don't waste their times doing pinnacle pursuits for no reason at all. That was the video on my gripe with this. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.